Good morning, you badass motherfuckers. It's the All On Me, the morning drinking show. I'm your host, Greg. I'm going to turn your motherfucking life around, coach. And guess what? That's what we're here to do, motherfuckers. We're here to talk shit, to hopefully inspire you motherfuckers to start doing some different things. But guess what? We got another fucking tragedy in this country. We got another fucking tragedy, man. What'd I tell you motherfuckers, right? Y'all know, y'all want to hear where I fucking stand, right? With this active shooter, with fucking tragedies like that, man. You guys should know where the fuck I stand. What's the motherfucking two things I talk about the most? My two fucking boundaries. Don't be fucking with nobody else, right? Leave them fucking kids alone. I think we crossed both those fucking red lines, did we not? Right? Fucking with other people. We fucking with them kids, man. That shit's not good. You gotta remember, I taught fucking elementary for 2 years, 4th and 5th grade. Public education, man. We did all them fucking active shooter drills. We even had a few fucking real life lockdowns, right? Because close proximity to a high school with a gun on campus and shit. And, you know, that shit's fucking real. I know that even in I spent 8 years in education, 6 of them higher education, right? Running Veterans Resource Center at a local community college, 2 years in the classroom, public education teacher. And, you know, in both of those scenarios, we were always ready, man. It was always ready. I've always looked at it, especially the veteran piece. I'm like, we're a target on someone's fucking book. We ain't going to get caught fucking sitting here like jackasses. Right. So we always had a fucking game plan. We brought in a lot of training and coaches for active shooter and just, you know, how to make our place secure. But it is bullshit, man. It's an unfortunate fucking tragedy that happens here. Now, it's happened, right? And it's happened and it's happened and it's happened some more. And the thing that's the most unsettling for me is how all y'all motherfuckers are responding in fear, in despair, in just bullshit, right? Y'all motherfuckers just toting the line, right? If you are faithful, it's like, I love where I'm at when I can sit on this, is because I truly believe I probably fall where most people fall, right? Which is just, I'm independent, man. Right. But half of y'all motherfuckers think that the solution to these problems is vote Republican. The other half of you dumbass motherfuckers think that it's voting Democrat, which ultimately both sides of you motherfuckers are pointing to saying that the government, politicians are the fucking solutions to what? Your problems, motherfuckers. Right. The same fucking government, the same politicians that here in my own backyard. Right. I took the first pictures of a controlled burn getting fucking out of control. It's become the largest fire in fucking U.S. history, I heard today. But it started with a government decision, right? Everything pointed to say red flag, not a good day, let's not do this, right? But the government said, you know what? It's on our calendar. We're going to go through with it. Some motherfucker made a decision. And guess what? We burned down fucking 300,000 fucking acres plus here in northern New Mexico because some fucking jackass government made a decision, right? This same fucking government, right, that pays for all kinds of bullshit, man, right? Tries to create a war on drugs, right? Can't secure the border. Right? How many people? I mean, it's, you know, I'm done. I'm done with the government solutions, motherfuckers. Y'all, I see you. I see you. Right? Because I hear them, I hear them. Right? We got dead lives. We got dead children. Right? And the only thing that we start talking about is policy. Right? Is government fucking regulations. Here, give us some of your freedom. Give us more of your freedom and more of your trust. And it's like, how the fuck do you still trust these motherfuckers? Right? We you know, we're supposed to be grieving the lives and coming up with real solutions, right? What's the real fucking solutions here? Right? I wonder if anything I've been talking about since January 1st, could be a possible solution, right? I've been telling you guys, I want to destroy the fucking public education system because we need to what? Teach people emotional intelligence. Who knows the amount of fucking suffering this young man, 18-year-old kid that got killed himself, right? Committing this bullshit fucking insanity, right? But we're all a part of it. The thing is you're a part of it, right? No matter what you are posting up today, and I've seen all the posts. I've seen the motherfuckers say, let's pray some more, get God back in school, arm the teachers, get the veterans to protect the schools, give the government the full authority to destroy and take away all the weapons, right? Taking away all the weapons, waving the magic wand is going to make people be little good boys and girls. No, that doesn't. What is that the solution to? Right? More government control, more government involvement in our lives, right? It's fucking, next time this shit happens, is a motherfucker gonna come running in here, right? Joe Biden's gonna run in and fucking save the day, right? Kamala Harris, right? Trump, he's gonna come save your asses. None of these motherfuckers give a fuck about you. It's about power, control, and guess what? Motherfucking money. It always comes down to that. They want more and more of your freedom, more and more of your fucking mind, your peace of mind. I'm seeing warriors today, total fucking fear, man, right? As if this whole entire experience called life ain't about life and death. It's all life and death, motherfuckers. This is the wake-up call. Mayday, 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 motherfuckers. Wake the fuck up. Start realizing how fucking valuable and precious and fragile your motherfucking life is. And some of you just keep taking this shit for granted, but then you kind of wake up out of your fucking trance, your self-hypnotic trance of fucking pain and your own suffering, because you can't process your own feelings, so you just freak the fuck out. And then you just say, you know what? I gotta trust the government. That's the only fucking thing. What else can I do? I don't have a solution. What is your fucking solution? How could you have stopped this? What kind of brain fucking activity do you have in your head, right, in your mind, that can give a solution, an actual solution to stop this shit from happening? Is it take away all the guns? Right? Getting rid of all the ammo? Because the good guys, the bad guys are just going to play along, right? The bad guys, right? There are bad guys, right? There is evil in this world. I've always said you cannot legislate evil out of the hearts and minds of people. Well, what is really evil in people? It's human fucking suffering, motherfuckers. It's human suffering, right? It's people not knowing how to communicate, how to express their feelings and their emotions because of the trauma and the fucking shit they have been through, right? We ridicule people, we ostracize people, we fucking ignore people that we think is crazy, right? We categorize people. It's crazy, right? And it's like, real talk here, motherfuckers, is I don't watch news, but I know everybody's kind of been worked up recently about Roe versus Wade and abortion and all that shit. But so, it's like we have these fine lines, and it's like that is what I think draws most people to a point of insanity, is that the same motherfuckers that are saying take away all the guns, protect children at any cost, also say, guess what? Women have a right to choose life or death, like taking away a child's life up until literally like the full fucking term of a pregnancy, right? And it's like, if we really start peeling back the data, like I'm all for, a woman having a right to choose, especially if there's been a horrendous fucking crime committed against somebody, right? Rape, something crazy, right? Something insane. I think that absolutely that person should have the right to make a choice on what they want to do with their life. But let's be fucking honest. If we really look at the data about how many fucking children are aborted, right? A lot of this shit's just pure irresponsible motherfuckers. Can't handle responsibility. You seek pleasure, right? Over what? It's about pleasure. You're seeking pleasure, and you don't want the responsibility that comes with it. The sacredness of having intimacy. It's all about pleasure. We just pleasure filled until shit like this happens and it stops us in our tracks. And then everybody's just freaking the fuck out, having these mental fucking meltdowns. Mental fucking meltdowns. I'm seeing straight up warriors. I'm afraid about my kids being in school. I have to reassure my kids and all this stuff. And that's true. That's probably good parenting, right? But what is your words gonna do when you drop your little kid off at school? What is the words gonna do? Right? I was having this conversation with somebody yesterday, and it's like, it's hypocritical. When you go and tell your kids, hey, everything's gonna be okay, but you're freaking the fuck out. Right? Hey, it's the other thing about, like, if any of us got told, hey, you can become anything, just put your mind to it, you can become anything, and the kids looking at the fucking caregiver telling them they could be anything, and they're like, well, why did you become anything? Why did you become a fucking piece of shit? Why haven't you accomplished your goals and dreams? Don't you think that's the number one thing you should be role modeling as a parent? Showing people, showing your children, showing the youth, right, what it is to persevere, what it is to actually come up with solutions to fucking problems in your life. But here we are again, externalized. Everything's got to get externalized, right? Everybody's melting down about fucking what, baby milk, Roe versus Wade. I don't even watch the news, but I can at least catch some of these headlines, right? What else are we talking about? High gas prices. That's a continuation for all you broke motherfuckers, right? I can't afford a fucking gas. We still talking about, like, some of these, it's funny, some of the dumbass jokes I see, right? It's self-deprecating, but it puts yourself down so bad, right? About the, I read halfway through one of these ones about getting held up at, fucking with a gun at the fucking gas station, and next thing it's like a joke about how expensive gas is, right? And you don't realize how that really it's a reflection on you. It's a reflection on who you are. It's a reflection on your internal state of being. But again, there's so much fucking human suffering in this world. The solution isn't human suffering. The solutions that we want is quick and easy, which is control. That's the biggest solution, is how do we control the populace more? How do we take away freedom? How do we force trust, right? Trust. You motherfuckers got to trust the government, the same motherfucking government that said, hey, let's go ahead and start a fucking fire in the forest on a really windy day, dry fucking drought type conditions. And next thing you know, we got the biggest fucking fire in history. Same fucking government, man. You want to protect your fucking kids. The same government that you want to protect you, right? The government is not the solution, motherfuckers. More government, more control, less freedom is not the fucking solution, right? We got the solutions. You got the solutions, but you don't want it. You can't bring the real solutions, right? Because everything has to be a political football. Everything has to be a football, because when we create these social issues, it divides and conquers us, right? Half of you motherfuckers think putting God back in the school will solve and fix all the problems, as if we didn't have problems back then, right? As if fucking that's the solution. And the other half of you just think, controlling people, taking away rights, taking away the guns, when it's like, I don't see either of those being the fucking solution, man. The real suffering going on in this world is psychological. And here's the sad thing is, we are all a part of this fucking psychological human fucking disaster. We are all a part of it. It's only your ego that makes you feel that it's you versus them, or them versus you. And as if somehow there is a right side to what's going on and a wrong side. And if you don't agree with me, then you're a bad person. And if you agree with me, then you're a good person. It's like, it's bullshit, man. It's all fucking psychological. It's all hypocritical, because most motherfuckers can't even take care of themselves. Most of you can't take care of yourself, Most of you aren't taking care of yourself, right? And I'm talking about from a mental health standpoint. Most of you don't want to fucking deal with your trauma. So you just continue to pass your pain and suffering on to the next generation. And they do the same thing. Right. And it's like that is at the fucking core root of all this shit going on in this world. And then on top of that, right, we go ahead and throw on all this kind of prescription drugs and fucking numbing people, right? And just opening up the floodgates to altering and numbing ourselves, right? With revelry, right? All the motherfuckers that are abusing alcohol and drugs and prescription shit, right? Everybody's got to access that nowadays. You deserve some peace of mind, so you might as well pop a pill or kick back a couple more brewskis, right? To feel fucking better about yourself when that don't solve no fucking problems, man. You listen to this shit. I ain't changed my fucking story. This does not solve problems. You continuing to numb your pain, you continuing to avoid doing the fucking work, motherfuckers. The work. Journaling every day. It's such a fucking simple, dumb thing. It sounds so stupid and simple, but it is the most impactful fucking thing for you to figure out who the fuck you are, where you stand, right? And it's just, I shake my head at seeing you fucking Republicans and you punk ass fucking Democrats. Both of y'all motherfuckers are punk ass bitches, in my opinion. If you're still fucking pushing politicians in 2022 as if somehow these motherfuckers give one fuck about you or any decision they've ever made, please tell me one decision that's been made in the past 10 years, 20 fucking years. Tell me a political decision that has been made in the past 20 years that has impacted your life. Please fucking raise that thing like a flag. Like, let everybody know how fucking impactful a politician and a political decision made at a governmental level has impacted your life in a positive way. How it has kept you more safe. Take away the guns, wave the magic wand, all the guns are gone. Right? Motherfuckers start stabbing each other, right? Take away all the knives. Motherfuckers start cracking each other with what? Sticks and stones. We'll get back to that because you can't legislate fucking evil and suffering. It's all suffering. Even evil makes it a connotation like the devil's controlling you. The devil is God or the devil, right? We even got to fucking turn that into a game, a psychological game when it's like it's suffering. It's suffering. It's not knowing how to process pain and suffering, trauma that we have experienced. Who has any idea the amount of suffering this little fucking 18-year-old kid was going through, that he had to go do this shit, right? That this is what he thought was his solution to solving his pain, whatever he was fucking dealing with. Are you kidding me? Government is not the answer, motherfuckers. It is the problem. Ooh. If government is the problem, what's the solution? What is the real solution, motherfuckers? I wish you guys had the balls to fucking go there. At some point we will. We'll get there. This shit just keeps getting crazier and crazier. I keep telling you guys it's life or death every fucking day. 250,000 people die every fucking day, man, for a gazillion different reasons, right? A gazillion fucking different reasons, man. It's not just COVID. It's not just cancer. It's not just fucking violence. It's not just the fucking active shooter shit. It's not just guns, right? 250,000 people, man. And most motherfuckers, most people in this world, they're killing themselves. You're killing your fucking self. With the way you eat, with the way you fucking think, you're killing yourself. You're walking dead. You're not even alive. You can't even sit there and be present with yourself without some sort of distraction to keep you fucking entertained, right? Because you can't deal with who the fuck you are and what you have been through, as if somehow that's not the most important thing when it is. This whole fucking story, It's All on Me, is really a self-discovery. It's the greatest journey on earth. is truly getting inside of who you are and healing that shit, man. Healing that shit that is hurting you, right? You avoid it, you numb yourself, and it's almost like time. So much time has passed that you literally start to forget that the reason why you react, the reason why you are afraid right now, the reason why you are the reason why you are terrified. And most of you couldn't even say that, right? See, that's the whole problem. We don't even understand our own feelings and our own emotions. Like, why don't you actually do a check-in with yourself? How do you really feel today? And I've tried to explain this to you guys my whole time that I've been on here, is that there are times where I only knew how to be angry. Like something like this today happens and it used to just get me angry, right? When it's like, really, it's not that I'm angry. That's just been my default fucking negative emotion. I might just really be scared. I may have never have really have felt safe in this world because of the trauma that I experienced from 0 to 10 years old, that I've never really felt safe. I've told myself that the world is not a safe place. And then when I grow into be an adult and now I got children and responsibilities, I even feel less safe because I can't control everything. Right. And some of y'all think you're going to control everything. And that's why you hand over your freedom and your fucking liberty to the government, because the government's going to sweet talk your fucking dumb ass and tell you that it is going to take care of everything. It can control everything for you when it cannot control fucking shit. The government is the worst at enforcing shit. Look at what's going on in our border. Look what goes on in our streets. Like, there's violence all around, motherfuckers. How is the government controlling any of it? And then there's a bunch of you motherfuckers, you just want to sing kumbaya. You just want everybody to be nice and fucking sweet and kind and loving and caring and unicorns and fucking tummy rubs and hugs and blankies and kick back. And it's like bullshit. Not everybody's going to play that fucking game. There's a lot of bad motherfuckers out there. You realize this shit, right? So you want to go be the safe little fucking, hippy dippy fucking love and unicorns and rainbow fucking, co-op living in the fucking forest. Guess what? There's some wolves out there and they can come fuck you up. They will find you, right? And when they do, it's not going to be good for your little club, because when you come to invite them in, they're going to probably leave you guys not doing too well, right? Because there's bad fucking people in this world. And guess what? Even though the worst of the worst, there is something wrong that they are suffering. This is all based on human suffering, processing, these mental disorders, the mental dysfunction, mental illness in this country. All we do to try and solve even that is what? Pills, prescriptions. I have always rejected this shit at the VA's level, man. They've always tried to give me shit, psychotropic drugs, mind-altering drugs to make me feel good and better about myself. That has been part of my fucking journey here, motherfuckers. Getting on here, real talk every day, saying I didn't take that pill. Right? I wanted to do life on life's terms. So I said, I got to lay down the alcohol. That's my biggest vice, right? I'm going to do life on life's terms. I'm going to get real with myself. I'm going to start asking for some help, getting some fucking therapy, right? Starting to disconnect from bullshit, turning off the fucking talking heads and the tubes that are just trying to fucking indoctrinate me to fucking submit to the government and the powers and the fear, right? And just disconnect. because I want to be connected with myself. I want to be at peace with myself. I told you about this story where I met this woman and she was revolution and I want to abolish the military and abolish this from the college. And I said, look, you know, you're never going to realize any peace in this world until what? You got peace inside of you, till you feel safe and secure. You want to feel safe and secure? You need to establish that within your own construct of your soul and your mind and your body if you want to feel safe and secure. But see, a lot of us, we don't feel that because we have been violated from our earliest ages and we're carrying around that fear that the world just ain't a safe place. How many people just literally, pandemic hits, they lock themselves away. I still see motherfuckers running around with masks on and hyper fucking vigilant about COVID and germs and all this bullshit. Right? And it's life and death. Illness is all around. Right? Heart disease still number one fucking killer. Cancer's number two. Both of those have a tremendous amount of things that you could do to offset the chances of you dying from fucking heart disease related illnesses and cancer. But y'all don't want to go there. COVID's the worst thing. Now it's, oh, everyone's going to die from a fucking active shooter, mass fucking casualties type situation. Everybody's now in that situation. And it's fear. It's fear. And the government will take advantage of that, right? Because they will not stop. They want more of your freedom. They want more power, right? And they want more control. They want control over the masses. And it's always best when they can get the control when you scared as fuck, when you don't know how to protect yourself, when you can't protect those around you, right? And I told you motherfuckers, shit's gonna keep getting tougher and tougher. Y'all motherfuckers need to know how to fucking stand your ground and how to put up a fight. That's the world we live in. You ain't gonna be able to rely on fucking law enforcement, government, military for the rest of your fucking life. I just don't see it happening, right? Because shit like this, it divides this nation so much more, right? Because this side thinks they got the answers and this side thinks they got the answers, and both sides are full of fucking shit. And so that's why neither solution that the politics of the day bring to the table is actually something that's going to help. Neither one of them. How did the war on drugs stop fucking addiction in our fucking inner cities, in our neighborhoods, right? How has that made a difference? It hasn't, right? How has fucking trying to diversify the workplace, how has that improved, right, interpersonal connections and created more diversity amongst humans? To be more accepting of people of different colors, race, genders, religion. It hasn't. None of this shit has worked, right? Because it doesn't solve true issues. And the true issues is we don't have emotional intelligence. Everything right now, everything is external. Are any of you going to actually sit back for 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes instead of watching the TV, talking about all the fucking heinous shit that's going on, right? And my heart goes out to these people, man. I was a fucking teacher. This is like the worst case scenario. I do thank God that this never fucking happened on my watch. But I showed up every day saying, what the fuck would I do if some shit went down? What would I do, right? To make a difference if that shit did happen where I worked at a school. And that's some real shit. Most of you ain't never been in that situation. You're just afraid because you're listening to the news and you're afraid. You don't feel safe in the world. But how many of you motherfuckers are actually going to sit back for 30 minutes and process how you feel about this? How are you truly feeling in this moment? What's going on? And where are those feelings coming from? What's the origins of your feelings? If you're terrified right now, if you're afraid, if you are completely fucking scared to death of your own personal safety or the safety of your children, where is that coming from? Is it truly just because this happened and you are so woke that you're like, oh my God, this could happen again and again, and it can happen everywhere now. It can always happen everywhere. But here's the thing. You need to be the fucking rock. You need to be a foundation of what? Stability, strength, and solidness for the people around you. When you're unstable and you don't feel safe, guess what? That shit is fucking, that's a form of a neglect and abuse in and of itself as a parent. When you got to project all this fear and fucking timidness and your kids feel this shit. They're like, damn, if our fucking mom or dad is fucking freaking the fuck out, holy shit, what are we going to do? You know what they're going to do? They're going to say, I can't count on this adult because this adult is unstable. I need to fucking figure out solutions for myself. And then that's where the fucking shit starts getting bad. That was the experience I had. At 10 years old, I realized that my caregivers were not present, were not always able to meet my needs or give a shit about my needs, right? And I experienced a lot of neglect and abuse in those ways. And guess what? I started making decisions for myself. And it's just like in your own situation. Have you yourself, have you always done everything that your mommy and daddy told you to do? No. Right? So then turn mommy and daddy in that scenario into the government and then go broad brush. Good people, bad people alike. Is everybody going to do everything the government says to do? No, motherfuckers. That's why the government don't have a solution for you. But they have a knee-jerk reaction, and usually it's an overstep. It's an overreach. It's an overreaction. The same shit happened here post these fires. The fires are kicking up. Guess what their solution was? They started the fucking fire, right? And their solution is shut down all forests everywhere. All the forests need to get shut down because if somehow hikers are irresponsible, right? Somehow campers are irresponsible. You know how few fucking forest fires are started from campfires and like people just experiencing the outdoors? It's so few. It's controlled burns and it's lightning. It's naturally occurring shit, right? And yet the government is still the solution for so many motherfuckers. Wake the fuck up, man. And go deep. Check in with yourself. How are you feeling today? Because if you're not truly at peace with yourself, if you can't still just be focused on what's in front of you, who's beside you and who needs you to be stable, to be fucking a rock, and not just fucking freaking the fuck out, having a meltdown like, oh my God, this shit could happen anywhere, you guys. But you could also get in the fucking car driving to school and get in a fucking fatal accident. That's actually more likely, you guys, is for you to literally get in the vehicle on the way to school, get into a fatal fucking accident. That is like 10 times more likely than this other shit happening. But y'all motherfuckers take that for granted. You feel that your car and your ability to drive is secure, and it's not. Because if you actually stop and look around you, there's a gazillion other motherfuckers driving all over the place and you got no control over them. You hope that they drive by the rules. You hope that their mind is in the right place, that they're not all fucked up like me, right? I was the most irresponsible motherfucker. That's why I get back on here every fucking day trying to wake you motherfuckers up to start connecting with yourself. Quit living a fucking scared life, right? If you're a scared person, you need to toughen up. Right? You need to build more self-confidence. You need to find out what it's going to take for you to strengthen your mind, strengthen your body so that you can defend yourself if necessary. You can protect yourself, protect those you care for, because the government ain't going to always be there. The law enforcement ain't always going to be there for you at every fucking second. What are you going to do in those moments when shit hits the fucking fan? Most of y'all don't have a fucking clue. Most of y'all ain't never been in those types of situations, right? And you think that that is the solution, so you give up more freedom and you give them more control, right? Keep paying them more money to rip you the fuck off, man. Fuck this shit. I'm done with it, right? Y'all keep trusting in that. I know where my trust is, and it ain't in that, right? I'm trusting in myself. I trust in a higher power, right? But I just trust in the fact that, guess what? What's going to happen is going to happen. How you react to it is where you have control, right? Should you be upset about what happened? Fuck it, I told you that's violating two of my fucking main things. Don't fuck with other people and leave them fucking kids alone, man. So I'm a little hot today, but there's very little I can do. What can I do to control that? What can I do to change that situation? I can't. That situation's already happened, right? And I know there's another group of people, they despise you motherfuckers talking about thoughts and fucking prayers, because that feels so fucking effortless. Thoughts and prayers over all these fucking bad situations, right? But the real question is, what thoughts are you having? And what prayers do you put out there? Thoughts matter. What you're thinking right now matters, right? Are you scared? Are you worried? Right? Are you fearful? Are you happy? Can you be happy today? Is it offensive for you to have an amazing day today? Is it offensive? Like, because of what happened yesterday, it's gone. Because all we have is right now. This is the aftermath. This is the now, right? Is it offensive for you to like have an amazing fucking day today, to like celebrate? Not that, but like maybe there's something else. We got graduations happening. This is a really important time of the year for education and celebration, right? And then this shit happens and it's like it takes it all away. So wait, how are you going to be the person to step up and say, you know what, this happening is horrific, it's tragic, something does need to change. I don't think government's got the solution. And it's a scary thing when when everybody's saying, government, you better solve this. They can't. They cannot solve this problem. This is a collective issue. And our politicians are some sold out motherfuckers. So that's why I know they cannot solve the problem. We, the motherfucking people, need to solve this problem. And we need to solve it collectively. We need to have conversations, but it starts with ourselves. It starts with ourselves. The conversation you're having with yourself today. Where are you at? And why are you there? How did you get there? How did you get to the place that you're at? Being afraid, being fearful, being concerned, whatever it is, right? Hopeless, right? How did you get there? Is it because of this incident, or did this incident trigger something deeper inside of you that goes all the way back to when you were a little kid, right? Where you didn't feel safe in this world, and this now triggers it to come up because you got some unresolved shit in your own life. That you can change. That you have control over. What someone else does in this world to commit an act of violence, you have no fucking control over that, and neither does the government. They cannot regulate fucking evil and evil intentions and bad people. Because if my house was full of fucking guns and ammo, that shit ain't gonna do nothing because I don't have no intentions to harm anybody else, right? But if a gang fucking full of hoodlums came in and they have nothing but bad intentions, guess what? They could fucking wreak havoc on a community, on a country, right? So it takes the intent. It takes an evil fucking disposition, right? Heartless, gutless, and pure fucking evil. How do politicians fucking address that, right? We need to address the mental health issue here. I have been addressing the mental health issue. Get yourself some help. You ain't too good for fucking therapy. I'm glad I got a session today. I wish you would have a session today if you actually feel like you need one, because there's some instability in your fucking disposition, in your energy, because you've been through a lot of shit, right? Give yourself a pass, but ask for some fucking help. Quit making the motherfucking excuses, motherfuckers, because you know the drill. Results kill excuses. It's all on me.